Hello everybody, welcome to another DeSynced tutorial. It's Fantastic Mr. Ghost, and we're about to get blighted with plasma. So I figured I'd go over this design here real quick so I could showcase it for anyone who's curious about how to get massive amounts of plasma. Okay, there's going to be spoilers in this tutorial here, so you haven't made it very far in the game, bookmark it, save it for later use if you're interested to watch this. I'm going to go over this build here. Finally, I got to the point where I can create blight anywhere. And then I thought, wow, how am I going to get all this plasma to make the processors and the purple cubes? When you're in endgame and current endgame, right now I'm at, let's see, I'm on version, where are we? 0.1 dot, 0.1.1139 Steam. Currently, this is what we're looking at. But when you get to the end game that we're at currently, it's pretty tough to get that plasma to start your ramp up when you want to build, the big base, So there's some technology, if you don't know, that you have to unlock here. First off, you got to go out and scout around. And then you run into a blight cloud. I think this pops up. So you have to explore to find this, to unlock this box here. And then you get the internal blight container and the blight plasma. So you can get those two unlocked. And you can make this sucker, and then you can capture gas. So once you get that, the gas, then you can start doing the research here. But what you need is this one right here, the Blight Terraformer. You need all of them, but this is how I was able to make this build here possible. So you need this Alien Terraformer, and the Alien Terraformer, it allows you to extract blight from the ground, creating an area of blight. And this is very important for infinite resources, when you want to make an infinite node, and also you want to create blight, just a blight cloud for collecting the gas. There's two things that I found this is very useful for. Now, I think this, the blight stability you're going to need, obviously, to research, because then you can get into the blight cloud without any interference. So you need the let's see, you need, of course you need the container. That's an internal component, very useful, very handy, saves you slots for machines. So yeah, basically research everything here and then you'll be good to go. But we need that blight terraformer. Now I have that right here. So I have a blight terraformer in this little bot. I'm gonna bring it over here. So let's go over this build here. It's way overbuilt for a reason. I have way too many. I miscounted. I forgot there's 2 refineries in here for our plasma to be made here. So I've got a large building. It's a 3x2, and it's got the large 3 small, or large 3 medium. It's got a blight container as well as 3 efficiency modules. Now, I can actually take the blight container out because the blight extractors have already, a slot there. So this slot is redundant. So I'm going to try speed modules in here, because if you mouse over this, I think they added this recently, but it doesn't have any increase in speed. And so if you let's look at this here. If the plasma, if you notice here that the refinery, it's normally 30 seconds, but because I have 2 efficiencies in there, it is now 21.4. So the efficiency is actually being applied in this case. However, if you mouse over the blight extractors, they're not being affected by this here. So I'm going to try speed modules in here. In fact, I could probably do that right now. Let me go ahead. We'll try it on this one here. I'll pull one out. And then I have some extra garbage in here. Here we go, speed module here. So let's go ahead and pop one in here. And we'll see if this increases the speed of these. I'm kind of curious. And it doesn't. So, yeah. So it looks like these are not affected by anything at all. So, you might as well just, there's probably more, there's other things you could put in here, but it's not important right now. All right. Now, let's go over how I built this. So, if you're not familiar with creating blight, I'll show you over here. I created blight around this resource node here. This is now an infinite resource node. And this blight here is from me. I created that. So let's go over here. The reason I wanted to show that because you can't see the blight because of the foundations that are laid down here. So what I did, I turned the power on, and it's kind of sunny right now, so let's go right there. And I put in this thing, the alien terraformer. So let's go ahead and pop that in there. So once you get your buildings down, now I went ahead, I did three rows here in between the machines, and two east-west in this case. You know, there's no compass, so let's just say this is east and west, this is north and south. The reason I did 3 is because I got the power here, and if I wanted to draw this all the way down and keep going, I can. So having 2, it's really 2 rows in this case, but 3 is, you know, what I wanted to make room for the power pole there, the power pole. So, and then 2 here because these Mark 5s are 1 tile wide, so I went 1 tile. So you want to do is lay all your machines down, load them up with the 4 blight extractors. Like I said, you don't need the blight container. The speed and efficiency don't work. We've seen that now. We have everything in here to verify that. So now what I have in the drone here is I have the blight charger. Now this sucker, or sorry, not that one, the alien terraformer. Now notice that there is a field of effect here that doesn't. That's not the. I don't know why they have that there. It's by working with this thing for a little while now. It only does a small area underneath the drone there. It's barely. Basically, you see that ring that's around it right now. This blight ring, the protection ring. That's a little more than that. So, yeah, it doesn't do a big area, which is fine, but it takes a while to get rid of blighted areas, though, because this here is the purifying terraformer. This removes blight from the ground, so it cleans up the area, and it takes a long time to clean up an area with this thing. You constantly have to move around. So I'm going to experiment. I'm going to have like 10 bots with terraformer, the purifiers, and I'm just going to go over an area, just, you know, kind of drag them around and try and purify an area quickly because it takes too long with one. So, but anyway, we're using this one right now, the terraformer. So what you want to do is go up to the building here and then just wait until these kick on. When you get the blight extractors and they all have their little progress bar, their little circle there, then you know you've got the area blighted enough for this to work. And then you just move to the next one and do the same thing, rinse and repeat. Click on the building, wait for that to work. The other indicator is that the blight charger here, which protects your equipment from, you know, well, they'll work in the blight. Once you get the technology, you can drive through a blight area or blighted area, but they move slow. So if you have a blight charger on there, they'll move at normal speed. But that is an indicator that it's being shielded by the blight. The blight is kind of like an electrical interference field, or well, it's electrical interference because they have the purple lightning bolts. You'll see that one just came down now. So it's an interference field, but it's also, you know, kind of messing up the environment. So there, that's the other indicator, is the area is blighted because the shield pops on there. But mainly just look at the gas extractors. So once you get those two, you just walk along and blight this area. Make sure it's blighted. Make sure those kick on. And then when you get to this spot, you have to go on the back end here to get these two. And then this is what I'm saying. The blight area isn't very large because it doesn't reach this machine here. You actually have to cross over one tile to get these two to work. And then you just, rinse and repeat, all that. Keep on moving along. And then once you get them all blighted, they'll all fire up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out here so I don't blight an area accidentally. And we'll move this guy over here. Now, this here, I have the blight crystals coming in from another area. That's infinite ores for that. So I don't have to worry about mining anymore. I just basically have resources cranking out. And then I've got a bot network here, so I have to put more bots in here. But right now it's all on channel 1, so I don't have to worry about it. I think these are, what is this? Yeah, it's channel 1. Select unit, and that's channel 1 as well. For some reason, these bots, they're on. I don't know why they're not working. They're not moving along here unless I'm not seeing them. Oh, I only got one in here. Oh, I got this one in here. Rotate, unequip. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I think this might be set to channel. That's channel 1. And this is channel 1. And this is channel 1. Yeah. So these bots should be moving around. Unless this is channel 2. No, that's channel 1. So, yeah, I don't know why these bots are not working. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to try and get these to work. It's always something, right? So in here, I have 2 blight containers in here. But for some reason, they're only filling it up with 1. They're not capitalizing on the fact that I have 2 there. So if you wanted to put another efficiency in here, you can. And just go with the 1 internal blight container. And that's all you need. I don't understand why it's doing that. And it needs 20 blight per. So I think what it's doing. See, it's weird. See how it says 100 there? I think, well, the airplanes that I have here, or the little flyer bots, they're bringing this in. Oh no, you know what that means? It's allocated. Yeah, 80 is allocated for the recipe to run. Yeah, they're all allocated. So you can't take them out, basically. So yeah, real basic, 2 refineries. And then, I gotta lock this slot here. Lock to that item there. Yeah. Yep, there we go. So I'm gonna go C, V. I wanted to apply that to all those buildings. I hope that bot didn't get affected by that. Probably not. Yeah, you wanna get out of the way. Oh. There. How'd that miss? V. Oh, you know what? The bot got in the way, so I did V on the bot. I went C and V. Copy and paste. Or copy is C, V is paste. So you want to lock that slot there. Yeah. So lots of plasma there. Yeah, so 2 refineries. And like I said, you don't need these 2. Or you only need 1. And so you can put an efficiency module in here. Yeah. And then plenty of blight crystals. Or plenty of blight for your processors and your pink or your purple cubes. So anyway, I hope this helps anybody who's having kind of, scratching their head how they were going to get all this plasma going. Well, here you go. Just create the blight for your, put your buildings down, do your little blight, walk around, move your little bot around and blight the area. You don't have to go crazy. You don't need to do a whole area, just enough to get these to run. And then you got your plasma refineries up here and all that other stuff. So I hope it helps. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. If you have any suggestions or you have another way you did it, let me know. I'd love to hear it. And I'll see you later. Peace out.